Hello. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go. It is 12:29 in the AM. You have just tuned in to I Am She's. Hello, Ruben. You have just tuned in. Hello, Custom Fit. You have just tuned in to Hello, Rift Valley. You've just tuned in to I Am She's late night public access broadcast. Hey, Lexus. I am going to try to be short because I have a lot to do before the morning. I have a Valentine's party to put together, to do for my students. And so I'm going to get right to the point. If you with me, you with me. If you're not, you're not. I'm not going to wait. I'm just going to put this information out here. It's for your viewing pleasure. You like it, you like it. You don't, you don't. So here we go. This message this evening is to my career girlfriends. The past couple nights I've been talking about some experiences that have happened through the week, and I like to I get my inspiration throughout the day from my subjects. So at this particular time, I did get some inspiration, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I'm talking to the career girlfriends. Let me get myself together here so I can talk to you. Dear career girlfriends, his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What makes you think you can? So here we go with this situation with the career girlfriends. And if you don't know what a career girlfriend is, that is a girlfriend who is just that. She's a career girlfriend. She's probably never going to get the ring because she's comfortable just being the girlfriend, or either she just haven't vocalized or verbalized the fact that she doesn't want to be the career girlfriend, or maybe she has, but the boyfriend is not particularly desiring to go in that direction. Okay, I always have to say my little prayer before I go. I just jump right into it. Didn't do that. But career girlfriends, you're trying to make this man into a man. How you gonna do that? Like, what skills or qualifications do you have to teach a man how to be a man? Okay, I'm a mother of a male child. There is only so much I can teach him as far as his manhood. Matter of fact, I can teach him how to treat a lady. I can teach him how to respect a woman. I can teach him several things about women. I can teach him nothing about men except from my personal experiences. And if I teach him my personal experiences and plus those that he's seen, he's probably not going to be able to, he's probably, he's either going to run away from the experiences or join them or be like them. So I can't teach him how to be a man because I'm not the example of what a man is. I don't know what it's like to be a man. I really don't care to know what it's like to be a man. So career girlfriend, what makes you think you can teach him how to be a man when his mama couldn't? Okay, let me give you a few little things tonight. If you've never had the example of what a virtuous, and when I say virtuous, I mean a classy, a woman that takes pride in her look, takes pride in her dealings with everyone that she meets or everyone that she comes in contact with. This is the type of woman that people look up to, that people admire, that young girls want to imitate. I think Flotus would be a good example for now. I know many people don't like her, but an upstanding woman, a virtuous woman. Okay, she got a husband. Flotus got a husband. Okay, she's not a career girlfriend, but she's a pretty good woman. She got her stuff together. So that being said, Forgot where I was going with that. I got so many things going through my mind. This virtuous woman, okay? Hey Lex, you want to be this virtuous woman. But if you've never seen an example of a virtuous woman, how do you know how to be one? Hey Lex, if you've never seen an example of a virtuous woman, how do you know how to be one? Right? If all you've seen and been around is women who are in relationships, and they're in sexual relationships with men outside of the wedlock, then that's probably the example that you're going to follow. Even if they have a nice home, they drive nice cars, they just career girlfriends with nice things. So if you've never seen what a woman who has high standards, who's educated, perhaps not just educated, she's intelligent, she's smart, she's beautiful, she has all these things going for herself, and she has these high standards. If you've never seen that type of woman, or you've seen her but you haven't experienced her, you don't know what she's like, how do you know how to be that type of woman? Same thing goes for a man. If a male child has grown up around women all his life, he has a minimal amount of male experiences or male examples to say, this is right, a woman of integrity. He has a minimal amount of examples to say that this is what a man looks like. This is what a husband does. If he doesn't have those examples, tell me, how is he going to know? He can read books. He can get a mentor, but if he doesn't get those things, you tell me, how is he going to know how to be a man? And if you've never seen a man, you don't know what an example of a man of valor is, or a strong man, an intelligent man, a smart man, man who knows, a protective man, a provider. If you've never seen one of those who is not a career boyfriend, how do you know how to tell someone what that looks like? I need y'all to get out of your minds what you think somebody should be doing, and do what you trying to be, figure out what you need to do to be that virtuous woman. Career girlfriend, his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What makes you think you can? Okay? You got to get out of your mind the fact that you know what's best for him when it comes to his manhood. Can I tell you a secret? Men don't want a woman trying to tell them how to be a man. Why? Because you have no clue. You don't. Exactly. Self-examination. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. Okay? You probably a lot of women probably haven't heard that unless you're my age or older. That's a true saying. You need to just sweep around your own front door before you try to sweep around mine. You can't tell a man how to be a man if you don't know, if you're not a man, and you don't know what that example looks like. Career girlfriend, his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What makes you think you can? Come on now, let's just think about this for a moment, okay? You have this idea of the ideal man. Where you get that idea from, I don't know. What was your example? Who was your example? What model are you basing your information off of to judge this man by? What is the standard man that you have said, this is the model, this is who I think reality TV, we're going to need this reality TV to be shut down because ain't nothing real about it. But what is the standard? What is the model that you have based your opinion off of? Because that's pretty much what it is. It's not facts. What is the model? Who is the model that you have standardized and set the bar for? This is what the husband looks like, or this is what the boyfriend looks like. Where did you get that information from? I'm going to need you to do some research. I'm going to need you to go look and seek out some real men. What do real men do? Okay? I'm going to need you to see what they do. And if you want to make a suggestion, you suggest to him, hey, career boyfriend or husband, here are some resources. Here's some men, some males who are upstanding men in the community. They are great examples. I think you should probably get to know them. You hear me say suggestion? Don't go telling a man what he should do. No man likes a nagging woman. It's like the rottenness to his bone. He'd rather live outside on the roof in a tornado than be in the house with you. Okay? Don't go bugging a man like that and try to tell him how to be a man. Career girlfriend, his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What makes you think you can? Another thing. Okay? You got this man who's trying to do what's right. Okay? He's doing what he knows how to do. Okay, of course, you got this model over here that you're judging him by. I'm going to need you to break that. Okay? He's trying to do what he feels is right. If you ever want to come out of the career girlfriend status, you need to know what it means to encourage, to uplift, to support. If you call yourself a Christian, a believer, anything like that, the woman is what that we call the help meet the needs, help the man meet the standards, or the what's the word I'm looking for? Help the man do what he needs to do. Help. H-E-L-P. Okay? Help. You don't tell a man what he should be doing. Help meet the needs. Okay? You're the encourager. You're the consoler. Remember I talked about consoling? Hands that console and don't point the finger. There's a difference. That's right, Lexus, he will shut down. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want a woman trying to teach. This is what I'm saying. Career girlfriend. His mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What makes you think you can? If you're going to support him or help him, your job is to help build him up. Because if he rises, you rise with him. But if you're tearing him down and you're trying to make him feel inferior or to be inferior, what you think he gonna do? Where do you think he's gonna go? Because he needs encouragement. If you're gonna be the helpmeet or the helper, you want to get out of career girlfriend status into wife status. A wife encourages her husband. No matter what the situation, you're there to have his back. If you've been on the highest of highs, you high-fiving him. If you're on the lowest of lows, you got his back and you're encouraging him that everything is going to be all right. Don't add stress to what he's already dealing with. Career girlfriend, his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What makes you think you can? It just bothers me that as a woman who, let's just say, because this is the truth, the previous generation, and perhaps, because I was thinking about this earlier today, perhaps our grandmother's generation is the one that dropped the ball. Because why didn't our mothers, and fathers, why didn't our mothers and fathers teach us? How did they not get the message so that we didn't get the message? We got less information than they had. Where was the disconnect about this passing down this great information, these standards of living and standards of being? So was grandma a career girlfriend? Was mama a career girlfriend? Now you are the career girlfriend. Covenant rights come with matrimony. Right, Alexis. Where did you get this idea of a relationship? Let's just deal with that question. Where did your idea of a relationship come from? Like, what was the standard? What is your model for that? What is your ideal relationship goals? Now, you do have to remember you're both individuals. The key is that both individuals have the same goal and go in the same direction and want the same things in life. You've talked about this, and you understand that this is what we're doing. Career girlfriend, his mama can teach him how to be a man. What make you think you can? When it comes to relationships, okay? Who taught you what a relationship was? What were your examples? Where do you get your ideas for how you should behave and how he should behave? Where does that come from in your mind? How do you carry on your day? What are the ideas and information? They become one through marriage. Otherwise, it's a soul tie. That is correct. And I don't know if you saw the video the other night, Alexis, when I was doing the example with the hands, the sex, the not sex, the leave, a little tougher to leave, but I am baffled at the fact that women, career girlfriends, in particularly women and wives do it too. We don't understand how valuable we are. And when I say valuable, our ability to build up a man or tear him down. You have the power to put him on cloud 9 and keep him there, no matter what the situation is. You can do that. You also have the power to put him in an early grave. From your nagging, from your constant, from your constant degradation of his character. If you don't know what a wife looks like, go find a good example and have a conversation with her. Ask her, what made you two want to be married? How did you meet? How did you know? Why would he marry his opponent? He's looking for a partner. Girl, high five. That's a good one. That's a good one. His opponent. You're absolutely right. I didn't think about that. That's good. One more high five. That's a good one. You're right. And that's right, Lexus. It's like an opponent. You got somebody constantly imposing your views, and that's like they're on the other team when you're supposed to be a partnership. I don't want my partner telling me I can't do something. I don't want my partner every time I don't do something the way they want me to do it, I become the object of dissatisfaction. That's like, can you really think about the stress, the added stress that someone will have from you just nagging them all the time, or you constantly complaining about something? Because you have set an expectation, a false expectation for someone, and you probably haven't even voiced that expectation, or that expectation is not in their character. Do you know the character of that person? Do you understand the character of their person? Are you trying to fit, you trying to mold that person into who you want them to be, and it's totally out of their character? You want the square peg, or the round peg to fit in the square circle. The round peg to fit in the square box comfortably. You can't change a person, okay? First of all, you got to let go of the ideas and these expectations of what you think somebody should be. What example, career girlfriend, did you have of a man, a manly man, a great example of what a man should be Keep communications clear. I agree, Alexis. What example did you have of a man that says, this is the type of guy that I want in my life? Where's that example? Who is that example? What woman did you model yourself after? Or is it a collection of a whole bunch of different ones? You got a little piece of this one, a little piece of this one, a little piece of this one. Where are you in that? Career girlfriend, his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What makes you think you can? I need you to understand that anytime you constantly put a man down and tell him what he's not, what eventually something's going to happen. Even if one or two things going to happen. The relationship is going to end, or he's going to go find comfort in someone who appreciates him for who he is. Now, that being said, don't always be giving him a way out. My ex-husband did that a lot. And guess what? I took it. He offered the way out one too many times, and I took it. He was always concerned. And all that is an insecurity. You want to jump out the relationship before the other person does, because you don't want to be the one to get broken up with. You don't want to be the one getting dumped. You want to do the dumping. That's ridiculous, okay? If you don't want to be in a relationship, get out. Get out of the relationship. Don't hold somebody hostage because of your insecurities and because you don't know what you want. Let them be free to be themselves and to find someone who will appreciate them for who they are. Career girlfriend, his mama couldn't teach him how to be a man. What make you think you can? Okay? Men don't need you telling them what you think a man should do. And they don't want you always giving them the option to leave. Because basically what you're saying is, I'm really not committed in this thing. And I'm going to, at some point, this relationship is going to end. I'm not just sure when. I want to be with you, but I don't want to be with you. I most certainly don't want anybody else to have you. Let it go. I'm going to need you to let it go. That is selfish. That is selfish for you to hold on to somebody and restrict them from reaching their full potential because you are afraid of, one, getting out the relationship, two, you're afraid of being by yourself, or you just simply don't want to let them go. You have this attachment. You care about them. We already talked about what love is and what love ain't, so we ain't even going to talk about that right now. But you don't want to let that person go for selfish reasons. You don't particularly want them, but you don't want anyone else to have them. That's pretty selfish. If that person is not living up to your expectations, then why are you holding on to them? Can I ask you, are you living up to their expectations? Because nobody ever wants to point the finger here. Self-evaluation. Nobody wants to do that part. It's so easy to point out the faults in somebody else. Oh, you're not doing this, and you're not doing this, and you should have done this, and you're less than a man. Exactly. I don't agree with men hitting women, but I sure would hope that a man would stuff a whole bunch of dirt in your mouth if you told him he was less than a man. How do you know? What is your example? That probably wasn't nice, but it's the truth. It is so frustrating to see women set these false expectations for men that when they don't even live up to the expectations that they, have for themselves. It's always easy to point out the faults in someone else. But it's like it's pulling alligator teeth when it's time to do a self-evaluation and point out your own faults. What's wrong with you? What are your expectations? If you're in the same situation, but you can only see his as wrong, there's a problem there. You haven't been through the mirror, the glass, what's that? The house of mirrors, where all you see is yourself on each side. And guess what? If you've ever been to a, what's it called, an amusement park, and you've gone through the house of mirrors, you know how many times you bump into yourself? You bump into yourself. Before you can find your way out of that maze, you run into yourself several times. You have to touch and feel around, and it's touching yourself. You're feeling yourself. You're feeling your way out. But you have to recognize that, hey, I see myself here. I see myself here, 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 and here. What direction should I be going? What direction should I be going when I'm not in the way? That's a good one right there. I'm going to have to write that down. When you are in a house of mirrors, you're surrounded by yourself. And you bump into yourself several times. But you have to find the direction to go where you're not standing in your own way. Hot diggity dog. Lex, remind me to write that down. Okay, I'm getting close to my time. I got things to do. This is what happens when you test drive. No commitment, just gave the driver's license to hold. That's right. You've been test driving for years, and now you get all that's happening is you're just getting miles put on you. You're becoming a used car. So, career girlfriend, this is just part 1. We're going to have a part 2. Because I've got things to do tonight before my party tomorrow. But you think about this. If his mother, his mama, his ma couldn't teach him how to be a man, what make you think you can? I'm going to need you to chew on that real slow. Chew on that nice and slow. Because I'm going to need you to get it. I need you to evaluate yourself. I'm going to leave you with these 2 questions. What is your example of a virtuous woman for yourself? And what is your example for a man of valor for him? Think about that. What are your examples? Where did your expectations come from? I know that's a 3rd question. It goes along with it. Just tag it to whichever one you want to tag it to. But I know this is a little different than what you normally see of me. But you know, sometimes when something irks me, I just have to put it out there the way I put it out there. You take it or leave it. It is what it is. But thanks for joining me. I appreciate the company tonight. Send some prayers up for me to get the things accomplished tonight that I need to do. I got some decorating to do, so I can have a great party with my students tomorrow. So y'all have a good night. Thanks for joining me. Remember, you are beautiful. You are lovely. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are creative. You are loved, and you are needed. You're the seed carriers in the earth, and the earth needs you. Y'all have a good night, morning. I love you.